My official government name is Virginia Turner. And my mom, when I was a baby, she would tell me how I was like the sweetest baby ever. Like, I would never cry, I would never throw tantrums, nothing. And I remember at some times, if I wouldn't get my way, it wouldn't just be like a little cry, it would be like the tantrum of the year. Like, I would go ballistic. So my mom gave me the nickname Ginger because I'm spicy, but I'm sweet. So it's like Japanese ginger, it's spicy and sweet.
School's hard. Gotta get to school on time, 8 o'clock sharp, not 8:01, not 7:50, 8 o'clock sharp. I have to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just to get to school on time. Do you know how hard that is? Like, seriously, I'm losing like 2 hours of good sleep I could be using. I need my sleep in my eyes. I need my sleep.
I would describe myself as like intelligent, outgoing, and very active. Because I get good grades, I would describe myself as outgoing because I have like multiple friends in like different groups. Like, I hang out with people who's smart, who's into fashion, who's into track.
I've been playing since I was a freshman in high school. I think really what made me want to start playing guitar is that, like, I don't know, I just like taking it around with me. Like, people always ask me questions about it and stuff. This is like one of the cheapest guitars I've ever had. This is like the best guitar I've actually ever had.
Started my passion of rapping in about 8th grade, actually, when I had my first heartbreak. Rapping is a way where I can express myself, like who I really am as a person, and it just makes me so happy. I just like, it makes me like just smile all the time when I rap. Now, I would say I'm actually starting to like really take it to another level, as in like making more raps, finding more beats, and trying to go to the studio in the summertime and being more about rapping. Mama said, I'ma go far, watch my dad when I go long, school game too strong. I'ma hit it cause I'm on one, caged up cause I'm deadly, they not ready for me, going crazy out my mind, but y'all can't see, hungry for success, my talent at the test, doing what I gotta do to be the best, dad.
Doing trending students, so you guys need to pick a trending student for the month. I'm genuinely passionate about student senate and cross country because I get to lead a group of people, and I like being surrounded by a whole bunch of people who shares the same passion as me. Like, right now we're planning spring fling. We're making decorations for it. We're gonna sell tickets next week, and like also like we just like plan like not only events but also like gatherings with people. Like, we was managing career day and stuff like that. The events are successful, but it could be even a tad bit better because, like, from our perspective, we know everything that's going on. So to us, we're like, oh, this was such a rush, blah, blah, blah. But then people always tend to compliment us, like, hey, that was great what you guys did. But, like, I think that something that could be more successful in our events is if, like, the advisor is more, like, good at planning and getting people to come and stuff like that.
If you're like me, you always want to just sit down and write something. You want to sit down and write a song, you want to sit down and write a story, or you want to, play music, or you want to sing, or you want to, do something creative, write poetry and stuff like that. But at the same time, you realize, oh, I got this paper I got to do. Oh, I got to study for this science test. Oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And, like, being in that type of environment, especially the school that I go to, it's really hard because that's not always what I want to do. No, I go to school with people I just plain don't like. Like, I just don't really like the people that go to my school. And I don't think that I find a lot of, like-minded people that go to my school. So, in a way, I feel kind of, outcasted. And I don't really think that a lot of people understand, where I'm trying to go with this.
My grades, they aren't, really bad, and they aren't really good, but my GPA is, 2.78, so I'm not, doing horrible, but I feel like I can do much better if I really apply myself to certain classes like history and dance. But I love dance, so that's kind of complicated. But I just really feel like I have to work more harder than I am now to get where I have to be. Freshman year, it was, a different experience from now. Freshman year, I was, so new to high school. I didn't know what was what. I was at freshman year, it was I was both ways. I was either playing or really focused on my work. Then, stuff happened and I got caught up. Say we should at least have a little rapping club where everybody can just have fun rapping. It's not gonna be as serious, but it can also just be a fun thing to do, but you're still getting better at it every day. Not having a club at school, it makes me feel kind of sad because I can't do what I want to do. I can't really have that time for me to really sit down and do what I want to do. So it's I kind of just mostly focus on my schoolwork now, but when I have the time, I do rap here and there. It's school's responsibility to support my passion, but it's it goes half and half. Because school, they have the program for you to really do what you want to do in life. And I feel now since it's not there, it's that's what I want to do the most. I feel bad because I was really committed to going to that program every day on time, really putting in the hard work and effort.
I wish that people wouldn't just have do student senate. I wish that people would do it to the 100%, showing up to the meetings and not showing up a minute late, because that annoys me. Even when people are a minute late, because you should be on time and stuff like that. I like doing track, but I like doing it for fun. So I'm not a competitive person, and I tend to be one of the last people who finish. But it's kind of really embarrassing when we actually go to meets and people are really fast. But I'm just doing it for fun. Something else that's disappointing in track is that people kind of also do track too. So it's I will be sometimes one of the only people who's at practice, and it's just not cool. People should be more into it, not making up excuses.
There are people who aren't like me, who are very disciplined and no, I'm going to save this for later. I'm going to do what I want later, and I'll just do my work now. But for me, it's a little bit harder because maybe I'm too artsy-fartsy to really take it seriously. At the same time, I think that they should be a little bit more diverse in the way that they think with how kids want to, how kids see themselves in the future, because markets are changing rapidly and the world as we know it is very different. And I feel a lot of people think that, being, I guess, a musician or an artist isn't, what it used to be. It's oh, you get rich like this and you'll be famous and everybody will know you and everybody will love you. But it's not like that. And there's people like me, who have to really start from humble roots. Look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you'll never know me. Every day, it's as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart.
I'm undefeated, these bars will be completed. You only get one chance at this education. All these dreams I can't be wasting, cause one day I'm gonna make it, and that's why I gotta save it. Sprinting ahead until I reach the end. Look, I'm the topic of any trend, reaching the top. When I do, I'm undefeated. If I say it, then I mean it. Every word can get repeated. Dealt with this for too long. Thought I share my thoughts with you and turn this into a song. I feel it hurt. Mimic me all you want. Just know I did it first. Hey.
Ooh, back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly.